Hello everyone, this is Coach Durga. Hope you all are doing great. So today I'm going to show you a very interesting game played by Faustino. And Oro is just 12 years old and he's also called the Messi of chess. And in fact, he's also one of the world's second youngest grandmaster. So you'll see the lovely game which I'm showing you today, how aggressive he is and his tactical vision and his positional play. So let's enjoy the game. Let's go ahead with the match. So I'm going to show you one of his matches which he played recently in Sardinia World Open and where he also got his final Grandmaster nod. So Oro was white here and he was playing with Gerhard. So he started with e4 and the opponent opted for a perk defense d6. So the game goes with d4, knight f6, and then knight c3, e5, and then knight f3 and bd7. So usually in this perk defense, the white will opt for a long castling with a setup of bishop e3 and queen d2, and then where he can also launch the attack on the whites on the black's king side, and obviously the black will launch on the white's queen side. So this is usually how the game runs. So black is opting for a knight d7, bishop e7 castling, or else he can also play the g6, bg7 and short castle version, and then he can just launch an attack with e6 and a timely b5. So let's see what happened in the game. So here after nbd7, so here he played knight f3, then nbd7, and then white opted for rook g1, threatening g4, followed by g5, a direct attack. Black played g6, g4, then e cross d4 and cross d4, bg7, and then bishop e3, knight c5. Knight c5 idea is to play this knight on e4 with a bishop on d7, so exchange of knights, and this knight c3 is a very defensive knight on the queen side, so the idea is to exchange this knight. So then Oro continued with f3, then short castling, queen d2, and then rook to e8, long castling and bd7, now threatening knight a4, so king b1 and a4 and bishop d7. So knight f5, so here comes the first blow. It's a brilliant sacrifice to open the G file. It's an excellent move, also putting pressure on G7 square. So once he exchanges on G7, white can also try a bishop h6. So black captured, pawn captures, and now king h8 is mandatory. Otherwise, it's going to play the bishop to h6. So king h8, and then comes rook into G7. This is a brilliant sacrifice. So after the king captures, there you go with bishop on d4, so pinning the knight, and you're also threatening queen g5, and after that you can do bishop into f6 as well. So black has to play h6. Yeah, he rightly played h6, then bishop c4. So this move has one more advantage because your other rook is also ready to jump on the g1. Queen e7, queen c3, threatening bishop into f6, so rook g8, and now here b3 is very important. The idea of b3 is that you don't win here directly by playing bishop into knight, because when you do bishop into knight, queen into, you must be wondering, you can just play rook g1, and if the queen moves, you can take the queen. But here you'll have to notice there is a back rank checkmate. So you have to be very, very cautious, when you're actually playing the game. And obviously Oro is not going to make any mistake here. And he has rightly played before he plays the queen g5, b3. Very important, so that the king can always go to b1 square. And then black played pawn c5, bishop into f6, queen into f6. And here he has to resign, because after rook g1, there's no defense. Because after king h7, now you can do the queen into queen. And even if the rook captures, white can easily win now with the queen up position. So this was a fantastic game played by Oro. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to see you again with another interesting game. Until then, good day and goodbye.